Hi everyone, this is Dr. 𝐬𝐚𝐲𝐬. Welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to talk to you about positive affirmations for dealing with anxiety. But before we get started, I want to remind you to subscribe below so you get notified of my latest episodes. And if you have any questions, any comments about today's topic, you can also share them below and I will make sure to personally respond to you. So let's get started. Today, I want to talk to you about positive affirmations when having anxiety. But before we go there, let's start with what anxiety sounds like. When you're anxious, there are typical thoughts you have. Anxiety says, what if something goes wrong? Anxiety says, this won't work out for us. Anxiety says, I'm going to fail. I'm so behind. I don't have what it takes. Anxiety says, nobody's going to like me. I'm going to make a fool of myself. This is just not going to work out. I'm not good enough. So I know these anxious thoughts can be very debilitating and they can be very overwhelming because anxious mind often looks at what's missing. Anxious mind often looks at what could go wrong. It scans for all the imperfections, all the possible flaws, and all the things that could go wrong instead of what could go well, or all the ways that you're qualified, all your talents. The truth is, anxiety doesn't care about those things. Anxiety doesn't care about your talents and your skill set. It looks at what could go wrong. And when anxious mind often looks at what's missing, like cup is half empty, it may feel like your anxiety is out to get you. And I'm here to tell you that anxiety is not your enemy. Here's why. Anxiety often looks for threats, because it wants to keep you safe. We have fight or flight response in response to danger. So anxiety is actually important for our survival. But here's where it goes a little wrong, is that anxiety can sometimes misfire, meaning it can misdetect when there is no real danger. We often think of anxiety like a smoke alarm. Imagine you cook something and it ends up being too smoky and your smoke alarm goes off, right? You're a bit annoyed, you fan your towel, but you don't really panic, you don't call 911, you don't run out of the house because you know the house is not on fire, that there's no real danger. So anxiety is kind of like a smoke alarm that it can misdetect and misfire in absence of danger. So that's when anxiety feels like it's out to get you because it acts like everything is on fire when it isn't. So when I remind myself that my anxiety, my anxious mind is not my enemy, is not out to get me, is just trying to keep me safe, and often it just misdetects, it misfires, I am more likely to talk to my anxiety with compassion, with love, and with kindness. So I want to share with you what are those compassionate, loving thoughts could be in response to my anxiety when I am feeling anxiety, which the truth is we all do. I feel like anxiety is just part of living, is that we all feel anxiety, some days more than other. And here are some of my favorite positive self-talk, my favorite positive affirmations when I'm feeling anxious. Here are some. This is not going to go on forever. I will not be feeling this way forever. My feelings are like waves. They come and go. I can ride this wave to the shore. My anxiety won't kill me. It's just uncomfortable right now. I can feel my anxiety and still deal with the situation. This shall pass. I've been through this before. I survived this before. I can do it again. I feel anxious and I deserve to take a break. I can take care of myself. I can get some rest. Any of these affirmations or some shape or form of it could be a more effective way to responding to your anxiety. So I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about how to respond to your anxiety with positive, compassionate language. So share with me in the comments if you practice any of these positive affirmations, what your favorite positive affirmation is when dealing with anxiety. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.